Today's video, I want to be talking about the multi-passionate spiritual business model, because there are so many spiritual entrepreneurs who get stuck and caught up in the information overload and overwhelm of which business model is right for me, and as a spiritual entrepreneur, which route do I go down, because there's so many different options. So I want to help get you clear in 5 simple steps. And again, I have another video on the 13 or 15 different types of spiritual entrepreneur ideas that you can go and throw yourself into and explore, and I'll link that up here as well. So if you're interested, you can go and check that out after this one. If you haven't already, then please subscribe to my channel for more spiritual entrepreneurship, multi-passionate way of living and lifestyle videos. Okay, so number 1, when it comes to the multi-passionate, I just want you to first figure out, well, what is multi-passionate? Because the world that we currently live in doesn't really allow for multi-passionate beings to thrive, right? And that's the new world that we're actually entering in the 5th dimension. And so if you're seeing this before 2027, you might be on this journey of, I want to be free. I want to live a life of freedom. I want to live in my multi-passionate zones. And that is absolutely possible for you. I'm here to tell you, because I'm living proof of it. So if I can do it, you can too. And I've been like the most stuck individual when it comes to jobs and being an entrepreneur and just struggling to fit in. You weren't meant to fit in, you're here to stand out. And so I'm going to help you navigate this. So multi-passions, if we go deeper, and I've got my little notes here that I've made for this video. So when it comes to multi-passionate, I just want you to first focus on what is your multi-passionate identity, and what are like the 3 main passions that really call to you that you can see yourself getting paid for? Because the spiritual entrepreneurship journey is one of entrepreneurship, which means you are here to be paid for your ideas, for your vibration, whatever it is that you bring to the world. You're here to be paid, right? You're here to be paid for your services. And so if you're multi-passionate, you might not just want to do one thing. And so all these gurus and coaches who say niche down, niche down, niche down, that's BS. Like, your intuition, your soul is probably telling you, no, this doesn't fit right with me. And it's not meant to. You're here to explore. The universe is your playground. So play with it. Don't allow the universe or the earth and earth school to push you into like this narrow one box, right? You're not here to do that. You're here to explore. So with the multi-passions, give yourself that freedom, give yourself that permission to first of all explore and just dive deep into those passions, like where your passion's calling you. It can be as simple as fixing something in the house. That can be a passion. It can be something creative. It doesn't have to be, but I just want to give 2 examples of, like, my partner, he loves to fix things. I've literally told him, like, you can create a whole YouTube channel and just a business around fixing things for people. He doesn't want to do it because he's not an entrepreneur, but that's an idea. You can be creative like me, where, you know, I've sold Oracle decks because I create my own, and I've also sold digital courses and I teach online, right? And all of those work for me because I allow myself to be multi-passionate and I go with the flow. That's a one key thing for the multi-passionate spiritual entrepreneur business model. You need to understand that you have to give yourself that permission to explore all of your passions when it feels like it's coming up for you. Now, there is some truth behind, yes, you need to stay consistent and you need to see certain things through to see success. I'm going to talk a bit more on that later towards the end of this video, so keep watching. But initially, all you need to do is allow yourself, like a child goes into the toy box and it sifts through and it's like, what do I want to play with? And it doesn't play with the same toy every day. Sometimes it might have seasons of that, but initially it's just like, oh, today I want to play with this, tomorrow I want to play with this, today I want to play with this, tomorrow I want to play with this. And that's what you need to do in your spiritual business, okay? Those who are successful do this. The multi-passionate beings that you see online who do a bit of everything, it's because they allow themselves to roam free, and the universe will continue bringing you even more good stuff from that, because you're following your spiritual guidance from within, right? That's where your passion stems from. So once you've picked, I always say pick 3, because I started with astrology back in 2019 and I just started on teaching on Instagram, and obviously I had to learn Instagram, so social media became a necessity as part of the spiritual business model. So I would say, if you're thinking of becoming a multi-passionate spiritual entrepreneur in the online space, you need to master at least one platform on social media. So when I say pick your 3 passions, I want you to pick one core passion that's drawing you in. This could be painting, this could be fixing, this could be teaching, this could be creating, whatever it is that you feel like doing that's lighting you up. Don't think about the money. So this is a number 1 blocker as well, which I'm going to be talking about towards the end of this video as well. For now, don't think about, will this bring me money? Everything can bring you money. Money is simply an energy. So again, that's a block that I want you to release right now. If you're thinking that, get that out of your head, because every single thing, there are people who are making money designing pumpkins 1 time a year for Halloween. They still make money throughout the year. How? That's not up to us. That's the universe, right? And that's where the spirituality comes in. But if it's bringing you joy, start creating. That's all you need to do. You need to get out your head and start creating. So from the 3 passions, I want you to pick one passion that is lighting you up right now, that you've either created before or you haven't, whatever it is. Even if you're a newbie, you can learn this skill and start doing it. So pick one that is really lighting your soul up. And like I say, I keep saying this because you have to feel into your body. Is it truly getting you excited, or is it just getting you excited because you think it's going to give you some sort of short-term result? That's not something that's going to be long-term sustainable. So always make sure that it is your passion and you're not picking up as an empath somebody else's emotion around you who said, oh, you're good at this, so you should do that. There should never be a should. It's inspired, oh my god, I freaking love this, I just want to throw myself and obsess with this right now, that type of energy. So pick that passion. The second passion I want you to pick is something that you can get passionate about in terms of social media. So if there's any platform that you're feeling, I don't feel like being on here, don't do that. You don't have to do all the social media platforms. That's a lie. Again, don't buy into that. I just started on Instagram, one platform, for a good 2 years before I moved to TikTok, and then now moved into YouTube, and I've grown those accounts to 10,000. Now I'm growing my YouTube. So it's one step at a time, and in each one you can be successful, but you have to feel that intuitive pull towards it to be successful as well, because otherwise you're going to be depressed and you're going to build a business that you hate. Do you really want that? Or do you want the spiritual business to feel really aligned with you and something that you love to wake up to every single day? So that is step number 1. The second thing that I want you to do is think about business, because we're talking about the multi-passionate, that's you, business model. So in business, it's not as simple as, if you're doing a physical location, it's just like, okay, you need to buy a shop, you need to invest in a property, and then you need to buy the product or invest in the product, create the product, and then put it all in there and get a warehouse. And there's all these other things that go into it. That's one type of business model. With the online space, you also have business models. You have the coaching business model. You have a business model that has you actually have a company where you have lots of people underneath you and you manage them and you have a team. You also have a business model that's a one-person business model where it's just yourself, and you do most of the tasks and you create some sort of passive income. You also have a very active one-person business model where you literally tend to become the employee in your own business. Again, think deeply on all of this and research, because there's not a lot of people speaking up about this, and this is where I got stuck in for years. And so this is why I thought I'd do this video for you guys to help you, is that there's so many business entrepreneurs out there. There's so many online gurus who teach you, but they're teaching you from what they've done. I like to teach from a place of exploration where I see and observe everybody's business models, and then I pick and choose what I like and put it into my business model, right? But the only way I can do that is by exploring, experimenting, trying out different things. Like I've done coaching, decided I didn't like it, I took it away. I've done digital courses, decided, yep, I like this, so I keep selling digital courses. It works for me and my personality. I've done one-to-ones live, and I enjoy that sometimes, but not all the time. So I do that spontaneously, and I've built that into my business model, and that works for me. But it might not work for you. For you, you might be like, I love coaching, and I just want to do coaching every single day with one-to-one clients. Cool. That becomes your business model. So experiment. It's like a buffet. You have so many different options and choices. Don't ever narrow yourself into one box. Again, you're a multi-passionate, and this is so important as a multi-passionate being, that you allow yourself to roam. Even in the business industry, even in the online spaces, you have the freedom to roam, and that's one of your biggest gifts to yourself that you can give. So ask yourself, what type of company do you envision yourself seeing, like yourself creating? Is the business going to be a company, or is it just going to be self-employment? Research into that, learn about all of that stuff, the taxes, all of that stuff, right? You need an accountant if you're starting a business. Again, have you researched what are the different choices, the payment costs, all of that stuff? Every business model needs that. Once you've got those basic foundations, then you want to be questioning, okay, what type am I ready to manage someone? Do I know how to do that? Is that a skill I need to learn if I want that? Dive into it. I only realized that actually I want a one-person business after I threw myself into thinking, oh no, I want a company of my own. And then I realized, actually, no, this is not for me, because I need a lot of alone time. I cannot be physically in the business and around so many people constantly. Like, it's just not my thing. So that's something that you really want to think deeply about before starting a business, or as you flow in your business. Just think and reflect and ask yourself these questions of, what type of business model do I see myself living? What's my perfect day like in the day of my business? What would I dream of like doing on a daily business, on like task wise? What would I actually love to do, and what would I like to delegate? Because even if you're a one-person business model, you can still get a VA, and all the tasks that you don't like doing, once you've learned them and mastered them, you can create a process and you can pass it on and be like, hey, this is what I would like you to do. Video editing, like if you feel like it's taking up too much time and you don't want to do it and you've got cash coming in, then you can also pass that on. Initially, my recommendation is, as an eternal student, always learn everything in your business, so that if shit was to hit the fan and something was to go down, or the VA gets sick or something, you're not stuck. My business can't run, because you have the skills to constantly do everything in your business, but you just choose to delegate it. But if that delegation gets taken away, they get sick, they get ill, whatever it is, they quit. And while you're in that in-between hiring space, that time, you can still go into your business and create momentum or fix and keep things afloat, okay? So you don't completely ever give your power away that way. So education is key, and the right education in terms of everything in your business should be like one of your top priorities as a multi-passionate spiritual entrepreneur, but that's just my opinion. Take it as you go, and like always go and trust your intuition and your feelings and your vibes on this. But I'm telling you, the most successful people will always tell you that they know most of what's going on in their business because they've already done it beforehand. So you've got your 3 main passions sorted out. If you haven't, then pause this video, come back to it whenever you feel like you're gonna like get all this action plan going. And then I also have a couple of other videos on spiritual entrepreneurship and the 5 steps and things like that. And I talk about different steps for the business. So you can go and check that out here. I will pop the links up the top for you. So once you've done that, you've decided, okay, what type of business do you want? Then you're going to go into, what is your current work situation like? What's your current money like? Have you got money, financial freedom, where you don't have to work and you can throw all of your attention and energy into your business? Has the universe given you some sort of opportunity or some sort of blessing in this way? If that's the case, then use that to your advantage and pour all your energy and soul into it, if that's what you feel like doing. If you have a job, but it's draining you because you don't like your job, find a new job that will possibly either cut the time but still give you income, a part-time job, or manifest a dream job that you feel like, oh, this will be so much fun while you get to build your business, because those jobs are available. There are opportunities there if you ask for it, right? So I just want to open up your mindset and expand your mind into thinking that this is possible for you, because it so is, because I've done it over and over and over again. So pick whether you're going to do this full time and throw all of your 100% of your energy into this, or if you're going to do it as a side hustle, and then you're going to create your schedule, and your schedule needs to have at least a minimum of like 4 hours a day investing that time and energy and effort into your business, because in the beginning stages there is so much to do. You have to build, you have to grow, and this is a season. This is not going to be the way that it gets to be the whole time that you're in your business. Like right now, I have no building to do because I've built out my main courses. I just have to keep talking about them. I've got my Manifest Magic workshop, which the description link below will have these, so you can go and check them out if you're interested. And this is how I manifest my soulmate, my dream jobs, my everything in my life, my house, my cars, like everything. So I just teach that into one course one time and it's done. And so now if I don't want to create forever, that course can just keep selling for whoever wants to buy it, right? Whoever was interested. So the initial stages was hard because I had to learn how to create a course, how to video myself, how to get confident on camera, how to upload it, where to upload it, how to use those platforms, how to design a thumbnail, how to design the course materials, how to design a workbook, like all of that stuff comes as part of it. So the beginning can be a little bit more tedious in terms of, okay, you have a bit of work and effort to put in, and that's one of the laws of the universe, right? You get paid for you're compensated, law of compensation for the effort that you put in. And so that's something that can be lost in translation with the spiritual entrepreneurship journey, because a lot of spiritual beings feel like, I'm just blessed and I should just receive. And it's like, yeah, we do just get blessed and we do just receive when we follow our intuition, but we still have to put in inspired action that comes from that intuitive space, right? We can't just sit there and just expect things to happen. That's not one of the laws of the universe. We have to take action. And the right action is that is aligned with our soul. So pick whether you are going to be doing this full time or if you're going to be doing a side hustle, and then try, if you are doing a job, if you can try and get paid to learn something that's going to help you in your business, like specific technology or things like that. If you even ask the universe and just open yourself up for like, can you bring me a job that's going to support me while I build? And do that, then you're going to be much more comfortable. I would highly recommend having cash flow coming in while you're building your business. A, because you can invest in all the courses, all the learning, all the materials that you want and need. And 2, you don't feel pressure to make money in your business, because sometimes money doesn't come straight away. It takes time, right, before we have that, or it gives you time to work through any money blocks that come up as well. So you feel safe in your body, you feel safe in your business, you feel secure while you're building. And then once money comes in regularly, you can afford to be like, okay, it's replaced my income now I get to leave, and you can be comfortable. So don't put yourself in unnecessary trauma or drama around the money situation. There's always a way, and try and look at like jobs or the opportunity of money coming in a positive light rather than negative, because you're thinking in terms of long term. Business is a long term game. So again, getting into this business, know that it's for life and that you're going to do whatever it takes until you get to that success that you're craving, right? And so again, be smart about how money flow is coming into you, and if you can keep that going until your business is pulling in the exact amount that you need to feel safe and secure and to live your lifestyle that you're wanting to live. So those were the 3 main steps. And I've got 2 last bonus things for you with the multi-passionate business model. And the first one is your mindset for success. You need to have the mindset for success. If you notice that your mind is getting in the way, where it's telling you, who am I to do this? I am shy. I can't go on video. I'm blah, 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 all of this stuff, or who's going to pay me this much? We all start somewhere, right? Before, I charged £90 for my intuitive one-to-one readings, and now $150. It started off with $15. That's where I started. That was my starting point, because my mindset was not conditioned for success at that point. And that's okay. We all start somewhere, but as long as you start, right? If you don't and you listen to your mindset that's telling you, no, who are you and all of this stuff, you'll always stay here. You will not elevate. And right now we are in that 3D to 5D split, depending on when you're viewing this video, of course. But right now, as I'm filming this in 2024, end of 2024, November, coming into 2025, that split is just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And so you get to decide, do you want to live in this 3D world of stress and the reality that you're living that's not bringing you peace and joy and happiness and ultimate fulfillment? Or do you want to go to that 5th dimension where everything is soul aligned, everything is soul led, everything that you create is just so much pure joy and love and excitement, and you are living in the playground of your reality? Because that's where the 5D can take you, but you have to make that choice. And it all starts with mind, right? Mindset. So spirituality, true spirituality, is an inner peace game. So what's going to bring you the most inner peace in your business? Are you thinking about that right now? What's going to bring you most inner peace in terms of your job? Are you thinking about that right? Are you thinking about that right now? Those are all things to think about. So start thinking about, who do you want to be internally, not externally. Start switching it. Instead of the external and all the things that you want to buy, that's all a byproduct. It will come to you, promise. But what won't come is, even if you have all the money in the world, if you have not done the inner work, you're not going to feel peace. You might buy all the stuff, you might have all the things that you need, but you'll be unhappy inside. And the spiritual, multi-passionate spiritual business model I showcase and I teach is all about that inner satisfaction of, oh my God, I love waking up every day. Oh my God, I love what I do. I'm filming this right now and I'm like, oh my God, I love what I do. I really do. You can feel my energy through my videos because I love what I do. I love every time I go on TikTok. I love every time I come on YouTube. I love my work, like with my clients. I love when I teach something new. I love when I create a new course and then I get to sell it. Like, every single action that I do is intuitively inspired, and it's spiritual to me because it brings me inner joy, inner fulfillment, inner peace, inner love, and it comes from my heart and soul. That's the most spiritual thing that you can do and be, right? So there's loads of mindset stuff that you can do here on YouTube. Like I always forget, but I'll drop the link below. Jess, and I do some of her manifestation stuff, and like when I go to sleep at night, and it rewires my mind to the successful version that it is today, and it continues to grow into more and more success because I do this stuff, right? Another thing is money blocks. You want to be working on your money blocks because, again, that is something that can really hold you back along this entrepreneurship journey. So if you're thinking about becoming a spiritual entrepreneur, you're a multi-passionate being, work on your money blocks. If you don't know what they are, just start journaling. Drop me a comment below if you want me to do a video on this, and I'll do a separate video on your money blocks and how you can release them as a spiritual entrepreneur and as a multi-passionate. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Drop me a comment if you did, give me a like, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you in my next video. Mwah.